Good morning, students. In this class I am going to talk about the various types of oscillators. After that I am going to discuss one particular type of oscillator, that is called RC phase shift oscillator. The unit 4 is oscillators. In the unit 3 we have discussed the negative feedback amplifiers. Oscillator is an electronic circuit which makes the oscillations, which generates the oscillations at one frequency, that is called oscillator circuit. We have the many examples for the oscillators. CRO is the best example for the oscillator. CRO stands for cathode ray oscilloscope. In the last class we have discussed the conditions to provide the sustained oscillations, that is also called as Barkhausen criteria, which is the first topic in the fourth unit, Barkhausen criteria. Barkhausen criteria is nothing but which describes the conditions to provide the sustained and proper oscillations. Sustained and proper oscillations, that oscillator circuit has to satisfy the two conditions. The two conditions combinedly we can call the Barkhausen criteria. Barkhausen criteria. In the third unit we have discussed that is negative feedback amplifiers, and we also studied the various types of negative feedback amplifiers, and we have studied the effect of negative feedback over the amplifier characteristics. That is about the complete third unit. Complete third unit is with the negative feedback, whereas complete fourth unit, whereas the fourth unit is about the positive feedback. Fourth unit is with the positive feedback. So that means the first condition in the Barkhausen criteria, the phase difference between the input signal, that is a source signal, and the feedback signal must be 0 degrees or 360 degrees. The first condition to have the sustained oscillations. We know that the phase difference between the input signal, that is a source signal, and the feedback signal, in case of positive feedback, that is about the 0 or 360 degrees only. That means the point is that here the oscillators can be designed with the positive feedback only. If you wanted to design any oscillator circuit, it has to be designed with the positive feedback only. It has to designed with the positive feedback only, so that it is positive feedback. In the positive feedback we have observed the point is that in the positive feedback, source signal Vs and the feedback signal Vf both are in phase signal, so that the phase difference between them is either 0 degrees or 360 degrees. First point. Second point, in case of positive feedback, every time Vin is going to increases, because Vin is equals to, in the positive feedback, Vin is equals to, we can have Vs plus Vf. In case of positive feedback, Vin is equals to Vs plus Vf. So that Vin keep on increases. Vin is nothing but it is the input of the amplifier section. so that V in keep on increases, so that V out is also keep on increases, so that gain is also increases. Gain is nothing but what? V out by V in, V out by V in. That means what? V in increasing, then V out is also increases. If V out increases, obviously then the gain increases. So that V in is keep on increasing, so that at one particular point of V in, that instead of making the amplification, that makes the oscillation. That means at that point gain will be infinite. At that point gain will be infinite. So that in case of negative feedback, gain is not infinite, gain will be stable in case of negative feedback. One of the advantage of negative feedback amplifier, gain is stable. The stable gain we can achieve by making use of the negative feedback amplifier, whereas in case of positive feedback, gain will be infinite. Gain will be infinite because input keep on increases, output is also keep on increases, so that gain will be infinite. Gain will be infinite means in case of positive feedback, gain is given by AF is equals to A by 1 minus A beta. We know that A is what? It is a open loop gain and beta is a feedback ratio, and this is a open loop gain. Open loop gain is nothing but it is a gain without feedback. It is a gain without feedback, whereas AF is a gain with feedback. So that we are saying that in case of a positive feedback, gain is infinite. Gain is infinite means A by 1 minus A beta must be infinite. So that this can't be 0. A is can't be 0 because it is an open loop gain. It can't be 0. So that here to make A by 1 minus A beta is equals to infinite, what must be the condition? A beta must be is equals to 1. If A beta is equals to 1, A beta is equals to 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. A by 0 will be the infinity. So that second condition in the Bark-Hassan criteria, that is about the A beta is equals to 1. These two combinedly called as the Bark-Hassan criteria. This is a compulsory question which will be asked in the exam for the 2 or 3 marks. It is a Bark-Hassan criteria. Then now I am going to talk about the various types of oscillators we have in the syllabus. So oscillators broadly classified into the 3 types. Oscillators, we are going to study the oscillators. Oscillators are broadly classified into 3 types. Then I am going to talk about the types of oscillators now. We know that oscillator is an electronic circuit which makes the oscillation or which generates the oscillation at one desired frequency. That frequency is named as a frequency of oscillation. That is named as frequency of oscillation. For the 2 or 3 marks, frequency of oscillation is also important. This frequency of oscillation is also important. That definition of the frequency oscillation is nothing but the frequency at which the oscillator generates the sustained and stable oscillations is called the frequency of oscillation. The frequency at which the oscillator circuit generates the sustained oscillations, then that is named as the sustained oscillation, then that is named as frequency of oscillation, and it is denoted with FO. So this is also important for the examination point of view. That can be asked for 2 or 3 marks. And then I am going with the classification of oscillator. Then I will be going with the classification or types of oscillator circuit. Oscillators can be 3 types. This is an oscillator and it can be 3 types. We can have the oscillator in 3 types. First type of oscillator we can call it is RC oscillator. First type will be RC oscillator and the second type will be it is LC oscillator. And the last type of oscillator is called as a crystal oscillator. Crystal oscillator. In the RC phase, RC oscillator, that means what? Here we know that the we know that the oscillator circuits are designed with the positive feedback, and in the third unit we have discussed that the feedback network must be designed with, feedback network can be designed with the passive component resistor, capacitor and inductor. We know that in the third unit, in the concept of feedback, we have discussed that feedback network can be designed with the passive components only, and the passive components are resistor, capacitor and inductor. Resistor, capacitor and inductor. And in case of oscillator circuit, which feedback we have been using? We have been using the positive feedback, and that positive feedback is also designed with the resistor, capacitor and inductor. If the positive feedback is designed with R and C components only, if the positive feedback of the oscillator circuit, if the positive feedback in the oscillator circuit is designed with R and C components, then that is called RC oscillator. If the positive feedback is designed with the L and C component, L stands for inductor, C stands for the capacitor, L and C component, then that is called the LC oscillator. Then this is another type of the oscillator, that is a crystal oscillator. So that in the oscillator, in the RC oscillators, we will be having the two types of oscillator. First one is named as RC phase shift oscillator. RC phase shift oscillator. In RC oscillator, the positive feedback must be designed with R and C components, only, so that it has with the positive feedback has been designing with the R and C components, so that it is called RC oscillator, in which the first type is RC phase shift oscillator. R and C is nothing but resistor and capacitor. The second type of RC oscillator, that is called Wien bridge oscillator. Second type of the oscillator, that is called Wien bridge oscillator. These two are which type of oscillator? These two are RC coupled, RC oscillators only. That means what? The positive feedback has been designing with the R and C components only. Next, LC oscillator. LC oscillator, nothing but it is the oscillator in which the positive feedback is designed with the L and C components. L and C components, so that this L and C components, nothing but it is an inductor and capacitor. And there are two types of LC oscillator. First oscillator type is named as Hartley oscillator. Next one is a Colpitts oscillator. Hartley oscillator and Colpitts oscillator. So in the RC oscillators, we have the two oscillator circuit, that is RC phase shift oscillator. In the another one is a Wien bridge oscillator. In case of LC oscillator, we are having the Hartley and the Colpitts oscillator. And the last one is a crystal oscillator. So that how many we have to discuss in oscillator unit? First one is RC phase shift oscillator. Next one is a Wien bridge oscillator. Third one is a Hartley oscillator, and fourth one is a Colpitts oscillator, and fifth one is a crystal oscillator. With these 5 oscillators, the oscillators chapter will be completed. So that in this class I am going to talk about the one particular oscillator, that is called RC phase shift oscillator. RC phase shift oscillator I am going to discuss now. So we discussed about the classification of oscillators. In the oscillator chapter, we have to discuss the 5 oscillators. First one is a RC phase shift oscillator, in which the first one is a RC phase shift oscillator. So that by seeing this one, we should understand that it is a RC type of oscillator. RC type. R means resistor, C means capacitor. That means what? The positive feedback is designed with R and C components only. Then this is called RC phase shift oscillator. Then I am going with the introduction of this RC phase shift oscillator. From this 5 oscillator, any oscillator will be asked for the long answer question. So that students, you must be very careful about this unit. From these 5 oscillator, any one oscillator can be asked directly in the exam for the long answer question. So that I am going with the introduction. It is one type of oscillator, that is RC phase shift oscillator, and this oscillator is employed with the positive feedback, and that positive feedback is designed with the R and C component. That positive feedback is designed with the R and C components, and it is going to provide is going to provide the phase shift. That positive feedback network is going to provide the phase shift of the feedback signal, so that it is named as a RC phase shift oscillator. Oscillator is employed with the positive feedback. The positive feedback is designed with the R and C component. That feedback network is going to provide the phase shift, so that it is called RC phase shift oscillator. This is the introduction about the RC phase shift oscillator. Then I am going with the block diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. Block diagram. Then we know that this is an amplifier. This is an amplifier section. This is an amplifier section. And here we will be having V in, and this will be V out. Here we will be taking the output and such that it is connected to the feedback network. It is connected to the feedback network. We know that which feedback we will be using. We will be using the positive feedback only. We will be using the positive feedback, and this is the positive feedback, and this one. Now this is providing the VF, and which type of oscillator it is? RC phase shift oscillator. That means what? This feedback network has to be designed with R and C components only. In case of RC phase shift oscillator, 3 capacitors and 3 resistors can be used. 3 capacitors and 3 resistors can be used in the feedback network. This is about C1, C2 and C3. These resistors are R1, R2 and R3. These are the 3 resistors and 3 capacitors are connected together to have the positive feedback for the RC phase shift oscillator. This is what? This is a feedback network. We know that this is about a feedback network. This is nothing but feedback network. And the feedback network is designed with R and C components only. This is resistor and it is capacitor, resistor and capacitor, so that it is called as RC oscillator. We have the 3 types of oscillators: RC oscillator, LC oscillator and crystal oscillator. This RC phase shift oscillator comes under the RC oscillator, so that this is about the, now this is VF, then we have to add this VF to the VS, that is a existed signal. This is VS, and this is plus, and this is also plus. That means what? VS is this signal, and the feedback is also with the same phase of signal. This is VS. This signal name is VS, and this signal name is VF. Both are having the same phase, so that these signals are named as in phase signal. These signals are named as in phase signal, so that in the in phase signals the phase difference is either 0 degrees or 360 degrees. That means what? The first condition of the Barkhausen criteria, the phase difference between the source signal and the feedback signal must be 0 degrees or 360 degrees. This is about 0 degrees or 360 degrees. The phase difference between the source signal and the feedback signal must be either 0 degrees or 360 degrees. But here this is having the two section, this is the amplifier section and in the feedback section. So that this amplifier is designed with CE configuration, that is a CE amplifier, so that it can able to provide the phase shift of 180 degrees. It can able to provide the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that amplifier section will provide the phase shift of 180 degrees. Amplifier will provide the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that here to here this is a input signal and the output signal will be like this. So that phase shift means what? This is positive cycle, so that it with the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that it will have the negative half cycle. During the positive half cycle, it is giving the amplified signal at the negative side, so that negative half cycle. This is V out. Now this V out is taken as input. Now V out is taken as input. If this feedback network directly allows this one without changing its phase, so that I can get this signal is here, instead of getting the positive I can get the negative half cycle, so that this is positive and this is negative, so that we won't get the phase shift of 0 degrees or 360 degrees. The condition to have the sustained oscillation, the phase difference must be either 0 or 360 degrees. Here the amplifier section is providing 180 degrees and it requires to have the 0 or 360s, so that this feedback network is able to provide the one more 180 degree phase shift. This will provide the one more 180 phase shift, so that this is 180 plus 180. This amplifier section is providing the 180 degree phase shift, and this feedback network is also providing the one more 180 phase shift, so that 180 plus 180 it will be equals to the 360 degrees. So that amplifier section, if it is designed with CE amplifier, it can able to provide the phase shift of 180 degrees, but to meet the condition of the Barkhausen criteria, that feedback network has to provide one more 180 to reach the total phase shift in the total phase shift in the oscillator circuit, that is about 360. This is 180 degrees and this is 180. 180 plus 180, it will be the 360 degrees now. So here this amplifier, if it is CE amplifier, it is providing the 180 degrees, and this is a feedback network, it is again providing the 180 degrees, and this feedback network is designed with the three pairs of resistor and capacitor. This is one pair, this is another pair, and this is another pair. Three pairs of resistor and capacitors are together providing the 180 degrees, so that each pair can able to provide the 60 degree phase shift, because here this is three pairs are there, three pairs of resistor and capacitor. Here three pairs of resistor, that means what? This is resistor 1 and capacitor 1, this is one pair. Resistor 2 and capacitor 2, this is second pair. Resistor 3 and capacitor 3, this is third pair. And these three pairs are together, these three pairs together providing the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that each pair can able to provide the phase shift of 60 degrees. So that 180 degrees means 60 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 60 degrees, so that this each pair of resistor and capacitor together they are providing the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that the amplifier section is providing the 180 degrees phase shift. And to meet the requirement of the oscillator circuit, the feedback network has to provide the one more 180. This feedback network is designed with the three sets of resistor and capacitor pairs, so that each set will provide the 60 degrees phase shift, so that will provide the complete feedback network will provide the 180 degree phase shift, so that 180 plus 180, that will be the 360 degree phase shift it can provide. This is the block diagram of the RC phase shift oscillator. Now we must go with the circuit diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. Then I am going to discuss the circuit diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. So this is the block diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. As the name is suggesting that this is oscillator. Oscillator must be designed with the positive feedback, and that feedback is designed with the R and C components, and this feedback is providing the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that it is called RC phase shift oscillator. You can explain why the name is RC phase shift oscillator. in the introduction. It is an oscillator circuit. It is one class of oscillator circuit in which the positive feedback is employed. The positive feedback is designed with the R and C components only, and this positive feedback is able to provide the phase shift of 180 degrees, so that it is named as RC phase shift oscillator. This is the block diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. Now I am going to discuss about the circuit diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. Here this is the amplifier section. I am going to replace this amplifier section by its circuit diagram, so that and remaining thing will be same only. So that I am going with the RC phase shift oscillator, and I am going to replace the CE amplifier with its circuit diagram, and this CE amplifier circuit diagram is same for all the oscillator circuit, and the CE stands for common emitter amplifier, and which is the most widely used amplifier among all the amplifiers. This is we are using the NPN transistor, and here this is about NPN transistor. This is plus VCC. This is NPN transistor. This is about base, and this one is about collector, and this one is about emitter. We know that emitter arrowhead on the emitter will describe the conventional current direction. So that here we will be having, this is R1 and this is R2, and this resistor is connected to the emitter, so that this is emitter resistor, and this resistor is connected to the collector, that is a collector resistor. And so that, and to have the coupling, to have the input, couple the input signal, and we require to have the capacitor, and to drive the output signal to the output side, we require to have the one more capacitor, that is, this is a coupling capacitor 1 and it is a coupling capacitor 2, and to avoid the unwanted fluctuations in the emitter current, we have to make use the one more capacitor. That capacitor is named as emitter capacitor, that is CE. This is the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram of the CE amplifier in the voltage bias method, voltage divider method. And now this is what? Now it is providing the Vout here. Vout, it is providing the Vout, and from that Vout we have to take the we have to take the output, so that here this is, from this we will be taking the Vout, and it is connected to what? It is connected to feedback network, and the feedback network is designed with 3 resistors and 3 capacitors, so that you can draw this one. This is about the feedback network, and the feedback network is having the 3 resistors and 3 capacitors. I can draw that one, 3 resistors and 3 capacitor. So here 3 capacitors are there. This is C1, C2 and C3, and 3 resistors also there, R1, R2 and R3. This is, now it is providing this input of the feedback network. We know that input of the feedback network is Vout only. Then output of the feedback network, it is Vs. Now this Vs can be connected. Now this Vs can be connected in series with this one. You can call this one is, this is the input signal, and here we will be having the Vs. We will be having Vs, and here this is Vs and the input signal. And from the output side we will be taking the output, so that we know that voltage must be taken across the load resistance only, and so that assume that here the load resistance is there, that is R is there, and so that we will be taking the voltage across this load resistance, and so that it will be the VO, and here we will be having the one more line, so that this is what? From this Vout, from the Vout we will be taking the input, we will be taking the output, and again it is connected as input for the feedback network. Then the output of the feedback network, we know that the output of the feedback network is the VF signal only, and it is connected in series with the feedback signal. So that in series means you can draw this one like this. You can now here we will be having the Vin. Vin is equals to what? Vin is equals to, we can have the Vs plus Vf. This is the circuit diagram of RC phase shift oscillator. Simply I have replaced the amplifier section with its circuit diagram. This is what? This is C1, this is R1, C2 and it is R2, and this is C3 and it is R3, and here this is an amplifier section. This total circuit is an amplifier section, and now this is amplifier section where Vin is equals to, we know that Vs plus Vf. Vin is equals to Vs plus Vf. This is amplifier section, and this is nothing but the internal diagram of that amplifier section, and this is providing the output. From the output we will be taking the voltage across the load resistance, and it is connected to the feedback network, and that feedback network is a RC type feedback network, and it is designed with the 3 resistors and 3 capacitor, so that each resistor and capacitor are able to provide the 60 degrees, total of 180 degrees, and it will connected to the again that feedback source signal to have the complete oscillator circuit. So that we know that amplifier section is providing how much phase shift? Amplifier section is providing the 180 degree phase shift, and here this is also providing the one more 180 degree phase shift. This one more 180 phase shift, how we are getting it is 60 degrees from each pair of the resistor and capacitor, so that there are 3 pairs, or so that how many we can get? Here we will get the 180 degree phase shift, so that here the phase difference between here, this is phase difference between the Vs and Vf will be is equals to either 0 or 360 degrees. The phase difference between the source voltage and the feedback signal, that is about either 0 degrees or 360 degrees. So that this is the circuit diagram of the RC phase shift oscillator. At the end we have to calculate the frequency of oscillation for this circuit. The frequency of oscillation of this RC phase shift oscillator is given with the one equation. FO is equals to 1 by 2 pi R1 R2 R3 and C1 C2 C3 in under root of 6. This will be here in this condition what we are having here. For example, frequency of oscillation, we know that frequency of oscillation is very, very important for the examination point of view. Any oscillator circuit, we have to end the discussion is with the frequency of oscillation equation only. Frequency of oscillation is nothing but the frequency at which the oscillator makes the sustained oscillations is named as the frequency of oscillation. Frequency of oscillation is purely dependent on the components which are used in the feedback network only. So that you have to remember, the point is that every oscillator circuit, that may be RC phase shift, that may be Wien bridge, Hartley oscillator, Colpitts oscillator and the crystal oscillator, we must conclude the complete oscillator circuit with its frequency of oscillation only. Frequency of oscillation is nothing but it is a frequency at which the oscillator circuit makes the sustained oscillations, that is called the frequency of oscillation. This FO is purely dependent on the components which are used in the feedback network, and that can be decided the frequency of oscillation. For the frequency of oscillation of this circuit is given by if R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R3 is equals to R, that means what? I am choosing all the values are same only, and C1 is equals to C2 is equals to C3 is equals to C only. In such cases, frequency of oscillation will be given by 1 by FO is equals to 1 by 2 pi RC, 1 by 2 pi RC under root 1 by 2 pi RC under root 6. This is the frequency of oscillation of RC phase shift oscillator. Why the name is RC phase shift oscillator? You have to justify that RC phase shift oscillator. In the RC phase shift oscillator, the positive feedback is employed with the R and C components, and this positive feedback is able to provide the phase shift of 180 degrees, and that is hence it is named as RC phase shift oscillator. The frequency of oscillation is nothing but the frequency at which the oscillator generates the sustained oscillation, that is called frequency of oscillation. The frequency of oscillation equation is what? FO is equals to 1 by 2 pi RC under root 6. R is nothing but R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R3, and C is equals to C1 is equals to C2 is equals to C3 is equals to C only. By making use of FO, we can come to know at what frequency this RC phase shift oscillator has been generating the sustained oscillation. If I choose an R is equals to 1 kilo ohm, R is equals to 1 kilo ohm, C is equals to 10 microfarads, then what will be the frequency of oscillation? That means what? FO is equals to 1 by 2 into 3.14, and it is the value of pi into, and 1 is nothing but 1 kilo, 1 into 10 power of 3 into, and 10 microfarads means 10 into, it is 10 power of minus 6. So that if you simplify this one, you will get the answer of the frequency in the heads. So that at this frequency, the oscillator circuit is going to generate the sustained oscillations. From this equation, it is clear that that is FO is equals to 1 by 2 pi RC under root 1 by 2 pi RC under root 6. 1 by 2 pi RC under root 6. That means what? FO, that is a frequency of oscillation, is purely dependent on the values of R and C only, because 2 is constant, pi is a constant, under root 6 is also constant. That means what? FO is frequency of oscillation is purely dependent on the R and C components only. The frequency of oscillation is purely dependent on the R and C components. R and C components nothing but these are the components which are there in the feedback network. Which feedback the oscillators are having? That is a positive feedback. And in such a way you have to explain each and every oscillator circuit to get the maximum mark. So that in explanation of oscillator, in writing the answer for the oscillator circuit, first you have to write the introduction. Why the name is RC phase shift oscillator? Which feedback is employed? What is the role of the feedback? Then you have to go with the block diagram. Then after that you have to replace that is with the circuit diagram, and you have to end the discussion is with the frequency of oscillation by defining it. Frequency of oscillation is nothing but it is a frequency at which the it is the frequency at which the oscillator circuits provide the sustained oscillations, and that oscillations are the proper oscillations which are needed by the designer. So thank you students. In the next class I am going to talk about the remaining oscillators. Within 1 or 2 classes these oscillators will be completed, so that we can concentrate on the op-amp characteristics which are in the 5th unit. Thank you student.